That's harsh.
So they got all the way from here to here.
In the middle of the
Thousands of years
ocean?
ago. So Sophia, what was your theory? Say that again.
Um, if they went walking, then it would have to take them a while. And if they went like on a boat, then they have to build one and then make sure it's waterproof and then make sure that they have enough food and water on it.
Oh, a boat. Interesting
And they
idea.
might need to have like fishing rods.
Well, Japan's an island, so a boat's involved one way or another. I mean, either they take a boat and then they walk all the way like this, or as Sophia said, they had boats. But do you think they had boats 10,000 years ago?
No.
You say no? Why not?
Well, they could have. And like those little rowboats, like a rowboat, like a plank, kind of like wood attached to each other.
A
Is this
rowboat
flat?
across the entire open ocean?
Maybe.
That's a lot of rowing. Like thousands of miles in open ocean with storms and hurricanes. So, how many of you think they walked? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you think they had boats and we just don't know about them? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you think it's just a coincidence and then maybe they just made arrowheads that look the same? Okay. So the two most, okay. So it's kind of divided, which is exactly what's going on with historians. We don't know. We have no idea. But
I
there's,
raised my hand for all of them.
so I haven't heard any historians with the theory that maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think that's an interesting theory because it could be. I
Maybe like when they sailed or walked or they got to Japan and then they were taught how to like make it and then once they decided to leave and then go all the way back,
yeah.
then they probably would have made it with like something that looked the same or like they would bring it with them.
Yeah, I mean it is possible that over thousands of years that technology got transferred. Like they just slowly made their way all the way across the ice bridge. Like it's possible. And that's what most people think is that they didn't have boats that could make that journey. But some people think that they had boats. And we
They
don't
could
know.
have been swimming.
I don't think they swam. I think you'd die or get eaten by sharks.
Yeah.
So get fish food. So we have a lot of cool ancient archaeological sites in the Americas. So in 1932, the road crews that you see with the orange signs that are always building the street, and they always have their diggers and things. There was a road crew.
By my house, like they're building like some places in front of my neighborhood.
Oh man, that's frustrating. You probably hear beep, beep, beep all day long. So same thing. New Mexico, they were digging and they dug a hole and they're just doing their job. It's hot, it's Mexico, they're roasting in the sun and they're digging and all of a sudden they hit something and it was a bone. And then they kept digging and they found hundreds of bones. And as it turns out, guess what kind of bones they were?
Dinosaur.
Ooh,
Human.
closer with dinosaur. Kind of.
Chicken.
Yes, Emily. Chickens. Yes,
Maybe
Emily.
like either early humans, like really, really early humans, or the bones of the animals that they killed and stuff.
Ah, there you go. Luna. Yes, Luna.
I was gonna say what Emily said.
And
I was
you're
gonna
right.
say like the bones, like the animals that they killed, the bones of the animals that they killed.
That's exactly what you're absolutely right, Luna. That's exactly what they found. Good job, Emily and Luna. It was, and Sophia, you're kind of right. It kind of dinosaurs. They're woolly mammoths. They found the bones of a bunch of baby woolly mammoths, and they found some more of those Clovis points, the jasper or obsidian points with the sharp edges. There they are. That's definitely obsidian. And
I have a piece of obsidian, and when you feel the edges, it's very sharp.
very sharp. In fact, you can use it in surgery, and it has been used in surgery because it's so sharp.
But actually, there's this tool where they take a stick and then they put pieces of like magma, which is just obsidian, like cooled obsidian. Yeah. They put like tiny little pieces of like cooled obsidian on it. And then like they don't secure it though. So when this guy goes battering into his enemies, the obsidian pieces fly off and get like dug into their flesh. It's absolutely gross, and that's how they would take out enemies because they would get infected and they would die.
Emily, what in the world are you reading? What book are you reading in your free time?
I think it was actually just a history class book. I finished
Was it Horrible Histories?
I finished book 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the history class on the first week. So
Holy cow. Might be Horrible Histories. That's the sort of thing they say. My niece loves those too. Those are good books. In fact, I'd love to teach those over summer courses. They're really violent, but they're fun. They're fun. Yes. Yes, Mandy?
Bleed.
What?
Can it make someone bleed?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's like
But-
sharper than a knife.
But it doesn't look that sharp. Like if
me,
you
I've
look
seen
at the
I've
little
seen videos online where they make like these really cool ancient weapons, and they like show like a piece of like leather, and you know those like really thick pieces, and he grabs it and he like skates it across, and the leather splits in two, like he's cutting through butter.
Oh, yeah. It's
But
sharper than a knife.
if he waves it around to take out their enemies, then wouldn't some of the people that have the stick would die too? I saw a hedgehog, like a hedgehog, like the hedgehog fancy thing. There's at an art museum once, and then and then for like a field trip, like last month, I think, yeah. And then the guy who was showing us the hedgehog like spikes, he let us touch it, and then we got paper, and then the hedgehog spike ripped the paper, and then that guy who showed us the hedgehog spikes even said that he started to bleed, like his hand is bleeding when he was touching one of them.
Yeah, dogs get their faces hedgehogged all the time, and they have to go into like surgery to get all of those things out because they have hooks on them. They're really hard to get out of your skin if you get hedgehogged. So don't go petting any hedgehogs, is the moral of Mandy's story.
Actually did.
Don't pet hedgehogs!
I did.
Sophia, why are you petting hedgehogs?
Because it was at the petting thing.